To open Jupyter Notebook, you just require to go into command prompt and type Jupyter space notebook. That will basically open your local host. Once the local host get open, we'll just select a folder where you want to work on, go into that folder, then use this new and create Python workbook. Actually, I've prepared a few questions. So let's go one by one. Do let me know once you have till here.
Yes, I opened the book.
Feel free to ask me if you're facing any trouble while opening it. Right. So let's go with. So let's go with first question, which is create a series with the values having like 23, 25, 35, and 45 with the index labels as user 1, user 2, user 3, and user 4. Please take some time, create the series, and yeah, then we'll walk through the solution. Okay, so let us see the solution. So first we got to import pandas as well as series and data frame. So let's say import pandas be from pandas, import series data frame. Okay. Then now what is our question? We require to create a series with having these 4 values with these index labels as this 4. So we'll just name our series as S1. We show the series in S1 variable, S1 equal to series. Then we got to give the data here. So I'll pass in these 4 values as an array. So I'm going to use square brackets and just type in the values 23, 25, 35, and 45. Then we want to have custom labels, right? Index labels. So we just specify my custom index labels, indexes as, and I want to pass that also as an array. So first one is my user 1, then user 2, then user 3, then user 4. Then let me just print it up for you. I'll run this by clicking Control and Enter. There you go. Now we've got our series. Any questions or any doubts in creating the solving the first question?
Okay, all good for myself.
So I've created this first series, so that because we will be using that particular series in the upcoming questions as well. Okay, then let's proceed to the second question we have. So now we want to create a data frame, which is a kind of table with the columns country, MRP, and quantity, with the values in them as like these 4 values: USA, India, UK, and India for country. MRPs as 150, 85, 235, and 375 MRP, and quantity as 1, 2 to 1, with the same series labels that we've used. That means these 4 same labels, index labels: user 1, user 2, user 3, and user 4. Please take some time and let me know once you're done with it. So quickly give you a hint of the index syntax, how we're going to create it. So we'll be using DataFrame. Inside this DataFrame, we will be first we'll be having the data, then we'll be having indexes. So now we want to create a data frame, so it should be a dictionary data, right? So we'll be using curly brackets, and inside it we'll be having a column name followed by the data, array data, comma, then column name, then followed by array data, and likewise. Okay, let us see the solution for this one. So I'll name this as D1 underscore data frame. So yeah, so how do we create the data frame? We'll use data frame, then we got to pass in the data, right? So as a dictionary data, so this is curly brackets. The first column is my country. Let's say that column, what is the data that I want to have in that country? I want to have USA, India, then UK, then India. So this is the first column with the data that I want to have in it. Then I want to have second column as MRP, and data into it will be numbers 150, 85, 35, 375. Then the third column should be quantity, and I want to have 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so this is the data that I want to have in it. Now then, once I'm done with the data, now I want to assign indexes, right? So I'll just say comma index. My index should be array of user 1. I'll just copy paste it from here. Right. Okay, I was having the same indexes in as I do have in series, and let me print this for you. Run that. Okay, now we have a table as we want to have it. Any questions or doubts in here?
You can proceed, Akhil.
Yeah. So the next question that we have is basically we require to create a new column, says age, in the data frame that we have here, and we require to get the age values from the series that we created over here. So all these 4 values for the assigned user, we require to place it in a new column, says age, and their respective values over there. Let's take some time and to let know once you're done. Okay, so now let's just quickly see the solution. So what is the data frame that you want to create our new column is on? It's d1_df, and what should be our new column name? It is age, right? And the values into it should flow from series that we created. So our series is S1. So I'll just say S1. So as age column is not available in this data frame, so first Python will be creating that column, then it will assign the values from this S1 series. Okay. So based on which condition do it assign? So it will assign by checking the index labels. So if you see S1 series, we are having like user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4 as index labels. The same index labels we are having it in this data frame as well. So it's going to map this index label and going to assign the values, respective values from S1 into this new column that we created, age. Then I'll just quickly print it out. So now let me run. Now you can see we've got the new column says age, and the values into it are like flown from the S1. So if you just see 23, 25, 35, and 45 are the age values. So they are the same here as well for the respective users. That's the third question that I do have. And now fourth question. So we got to find the net sale amount by multiplying MRP to the quantity. So just create a new column, says net sale, and just get the values into it by multiplying MRP times quantity. And do let me know once you're done with it. And let's just quickly see the solution. d1_df. This is the data frame I'm going to work on, and want to create a new column says net sale amount. And what value should I want to have it in this column, which is a product of MRP times the quantity of it. So I'll just say d1_df. So I'll just say MRP times d1_df quantity. Okay, now let me just quickly print it out for you. I'll run that. Now the new column got created, which is sale amount, net sale amount, and we are basically having values in it, which is a product of MRP times quantity. So 150 times 1 is 150, 85 times 2 is 170, and so on. Any questions or doubts in this question?
Actually, like unfortunately for unknowingly, if you have given like this MRP and quantity in a string, it's showing can't multiply sequence by non-int of type string. Okay, so is there any way to convert the data type once we complete the data structure, or like how to change the data type?
I'm not sure about it. I'll get back to you on that in the next session. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so next one we'll just see how can. Okay, this is the next question. Print the users with the net sale amount more than 200. So we just require to get the records for those who are having net sale amount which is greater than 200. I got answer for your question. So to convert any column data type, once it's got assigned, you can use this function saying PD, which is we already named it as pandas as PD, right? So PD dot to and underscore numeric.
Okay, understood.
And you just pass in the particular column which you want to convert into a numeric field, and you can just reassign that particular column again. So let's say you want to convert MRP, which you gave it as in, let's say text field, and just pass it as MRP and just reassign it back to MRP itself. So D1 underscore DF to MRP. So this will basically what it's going to do. First it's going to look into this MRP column and convert into a numeric and just reassign it to the MRP column again. So this is the function that will help you to convert into a numeric field. All right, then let's quickly see this one. So I want to print it's a D1 data frame with a condition of D1 underscore DF of net sale amount which is greater than 200. Run that. Now I can just see the records which are having net sale amount greater than 200. So yeah, I think these are the questions that I have for today.